The Book of the Past, Book 4. The present age of man is under the influence of violence, domination, and greed. In response against these three threat forces, man erected religion to pacify violence, government, to mitigate domination, and charity to scatter greed. But these structures are unable to fully dissipate the evil, and so we see people turning to alternative answers that are also plagued with their own problems. These forces are blind, and they cannot see the inconsequence of their actions. These forces also blind those that utilize them, and bind them tighter by the use of the same. Unaltered, the direction of society will ultimately lead us to ruin and catastrophe, both collectively and individually. It is by the failure to understand our nature and shying from all the facets of ourselves that we find repugnant or shameful that these forces shackle us. In many cases, this results in the individual being prone to self-deception and self-loathing, in extreme cases, to self-harm and becoming a threat to others. The countering of these forces, as trite as it may seem, are found through the influence of love, self-knowledge, and contentment. These are found by the individual, and only by the individual, and the achievement of them radiates out into the community through their presence. This can be discovered through meditation, study, and eroticism, for the things that hold man back are the forces of death, and those that liberate him are the forces of life. That which fosters life is good. That which diminishes life is evil. This is the universal law of love, and those that harmonize with it are the wise. I, Harmony, have called them, and they have heard me. They have come and stood in my presence, and I have kissed them, placing my words in their mouths, and embraced them within my wings. I am theirs, and they are mine, and none shall ever part us. These forces, indeed, all the currents that are commonly called gods, are present in every human psyche. By working with these forces that foster life and understanding those that promote death, an individual can attain liberation from the limits that most live the length of their lives under. This can be done in a practice of superimposing the image of the god or goddess over the individual and infusing oneself with that image. This, and almost all other human activity, arises from love and the need to be loved. The forces of death have power because of the illusion that one is unlovable. It is helpful, therefore, to enter a relationship with yourself, with your higher and lower nature, as you would lovers. Care for them, listen to them, spend time and extol them. In the quiet of your inner world, give them room to grow and interact with you. The rites thereof border on the romantic and erotic. Love yourself, taken literally, and in a manner that is not flippant nor dismissive. I, Harmony, tell you truly, you must not only love yourself with compassion, you must make love with yourself. If you walk this road of self-mastery, you should know the price. You must give to the work all that you are. You must hold nothing back in your efforts to master, love, and interact with yourself. You will forsake all those things that the world tells you bring meaning and joy, and find those things that truly bring joy, even if they are found wanting by your closest family. You will forgo all things you are told you need, dropping them like dross, and focus your effort on those things you truly need that sustain you. You shall be outcast, accursed, for the goal you seek threatens those that wish to remain ignorant and those that wish to control them. You shall not have riches, nor fame, nor shall you hold land nor power. Yet even if you are reduced to being a beggar, you shall be as unto a king, for none can say they have shaped you, other than yourself and those you admired. You shall be mocked, shamed, never to hold high station, and live on the fringes of society, for what you seek threatens society and those that seek to dominate it. You have seen it written, be in the world but not of it. And I tell you truly this is an error, for the ignorant are in the world, and not of the world. They, having seen the enormity of the power that is nature, are frightened by it and seek to control it. In that fear they feel most emboldened when they control others. This fear is what separates them from the world. I say to you, be of the world, for you are part of it. See all as it is, and live accordingly. For you are not the fool, you are the hermit, and you shall make a pilgrimage in the wastes of the soul. Yet though you will return with the same body with which you departed, you will not return as the same person who went sojourning, for you will have been molded by the road, and have earned the fortitude of mind and body. You will have become lean in body, wily in mind, able to spot deception and faulty conclusions with ease. And there may be those that come among you claiming that they are the voice of the gods, that they alone speak for what is right, proper. Some may even claim that they are gods, made flesh. They are all liars that claim so, for those currents called the holy ones, or gods, messengers, or angels, do not take upon themselves robes of flesh. When they speak to a man or woman, one can test the efficacy and virtue of what is said, for truth stands upon its own merit, and none other. Rather, these currents, with access to all that live, may appear in visionary or dream experiences that contain sensations of all the senses available to men and women, and through this method they speak to all that are willing to listen and have endeavored to hear. The messages of these currents are always tailored to the one listening. In a world of individuals, how could it be otherwise? Thus, the message to one of the wise from a current may contain restrictions or revelations that the same current to another may not have imparted, because to that second seeker, those instructions would have been counterproductive, unnecessary, or beyond the ability of the seeker to manifest or devote himself. The Holy Ones work with us each individually, and we must work with each other as a community. And so, should some charlatan come and claim, I have a message for you from the Holy Ones, there is a simple test you can present to them. The Holy Ones, messengers, and others with which you work choose 3 letters, preferably of a language that is not common in your land, or a language that is used only for the purpose of magical work. If they cannot produce the 3 letters, do not heed them, for much harm has been caused by an egomaniac with a revelation or a book of Holy Writ.